All right, what is up, my fellow shooters? Today I'm going to talk to you guys about using what you have and concepts in your photography. The other day, me and my friend Tayo, we're both photographers. We were hanging out with one of our friends, Mark. One of our friends, Mark, who's in some of my other videos. He's a model, and we were like, we're all here. We always have gear with us. Let's get a shoot on, right? So we decided to shoot, but we didn't really know like what we were gonna shoot, and we didn't like have a location planned or anything like that. So what we decided to do was like just use the things that Mark had in his apartment. So he had this thing for like backdrops, and then like these like cloths and these just random stuff, and we're like, okay, we're gonna make something out of this. So we put up the I don't even know what are those, the things to hold up the backdrop. We put like a sheet over it, and then we had like two different kinds of fabrics, and we kind of made like what looked like maybe like a window. You can't tell by the way we framed it, so it could be like a window with a white curtain, and then you have these two things, or maybe it's like clothes hanging from it. Like, you can't tell necessarily what it is. All you know is that there's these fabrics behind the subject, Mark. And then Mark came up with the idea of, since there were these like red, like flowery patterns on some of the stuff, he got some flowers. So he had like red and yellow flowers that he put in his hair, and like, all this stuff. And this was just like unplanned, but we kind of used what we had and came up with like something to shoot, right? And by the end of it, we had this concept of like, well, in my head, it's like a window, and there's these curtains that's blowing in the wind. The sun is coming through one side of the window, and you see this character with this flower crown looking, well, you can project whatever emotion onto it that you want, but, just giving these looks, right? So yeah, that's what we ended up with, right? So out of just using what we had, we were able to come up with a cool concept. And the way we shot it was we decided, like, we experimented with a bunch of different things with the lights before we started shooting. And that's another thing, like, use what lights you have and like see how you can arrange them to like make something interesting. What we ended up doing was Tayo had the idea to bounce the light. So we had speed lights, but we didn't bring like our big soft boxes. So we bounced the light off of the roof as like the main light for the subject. And then we took another speed light and we put it behind the curtain, so it would look like the sun was actually coming in through the curtain. And I don't know, we experimented with one more light, but I think mainly we ended up just using that main light getting bounced off the roof, and the backlight, we may have used another light bouncing off another wall or something for some shots, but like mainly it's like a two light kind of setup, like a backlight and the main light, which we bounced off the roof to get it to be just a more flattering light since we didn't have a softbox. Yeah, and that's like pretty much like all it was. That was like the whole thing. We started with nothing, and we were able to come up with this cool concept. And something I want you guys to think about, I guess, and something that I try and think about more is like when you go out, like try and come up with like something to shoot. Like try and have like a concept or something that you're trying to put together. And even if you don't, just use whatever you have and like come up with something. That's like part of the fun of being creative, right? You can invent all these different stories and ideas and this stuff to present through your artwork, and it's really, really awesome. Yeah, so I just want to encourage you guys to use whatever you have like lying around at your disposal, and just try and come up with like interesting concepts and interesting things to use. Sometimes using props or like maybe lights in the frames, like all these different things can enhance your pictures and make it better than if you were just gonna, you know, shoot like some regular headshots or something with a regular studio, like, you know, one color in the back, some nice lights, a face. Like, that's cool. Sometimes like you need that for clients and stuff, but if you're out here and you're just shooting, you're trying to have fun, experiment, you know, like use all this stuff and like try and come up with something cool to shoot. And you'll be surprised, you know, you could start off with not anything really and then end up with some really cool shots. But yeah, thank you for watching, my fellow shooters. Keep shooting. If you want to check out my photography, that stuff goes on Instagram before you guys get to see it here. So my Instagram is going to be in the description. All my links are in the description: Twitter, Facebook, everything. Go ahead and follow me. If you like my videos, you know, check out some of the other ones. They're really cool. I do like little photography vlogs like this, gear reviews, stuff about music, like all this stuff. Check it out, and if you like it, make sure you subscribe. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Yeah, have a great day.